heter Ulla.
Jag heter Ulla. Ich komme aus Deutschland.
Jag kommer från Tyskland.
Jag kommer från Tyskland. Ich liebe Zimtschnecken.
Jag älskar kanelbulle.
Wesley kickade den som Chelsea, fri som Dizzy Gillespie. Innan jag blev Johnny.
Så de kommer att slå ut högspår.
This is me. After 2 days on the road with a hefty caffeine intake, we are eventually closing in on our final destination. Have you ever wondered how to maintain a positive travel spirit in an old Jeep Wrangler full of critters? One word: hot dogs. Introducing Annie, the Swiss Shepherd, white as a puffy cloud, professional search and cuddle dog, and a good soul of the pack. Wanna get rid of evil spirits? Then call Flicker, the Belgian Malinois, a big heart and no fuffing around. Where are we heading, you're asking? 2 words. Beautiful.
Hej, hej!
Hey! Hey! Ursäkta mig! I'm making a movie!
But this is not a movie.
Why not?
A movie has to be cinematic, not... Hej då!
Cinematic?
Beautiful Sweden.
Flicka? Okay. Annie? Okay.
It seems my desire to tackle the chores around the homestead tends to repress the gradual build-up of joyful anticipation towards this trip. But I do wish to preserve this sublime state of happiness, and yet it takes now diligent steps to sustain the essential needs of life out here in the woods. Let's see what we've got. Shelter, check. Water and supplies, check. Security and unconditional love, check. And a tiny bit of freedom. I must admit, I really enjoy splitting firewood, especially in this old barn. Look at all these inscriptions. Founders of this place stood in this very corner some 150 years ago and left their mark in pencil. What if I do the same thing? Who would kneel here in the year 2200, and what would that being imagine about myself and the long gone past? At any rate, I must keep the 200-year house warm, at least during the day. There are so many recurring tasks in an off-grid household, and these must interlock with each other like clockwork. Speaking of which, this one belonged to my late grandfather. It is very accurate and has beautiful chimes. Let's wind her up. The vigorous ticking of a mechanical clock conveys not only rhythm and stability, but sweet memories.
Super.
The winter was long, cold, and heavy with snow. Now it gradually becomes apparent that life was hidden beneath the whiteness of winter. It's most obvious here in the flower bed. The first crocuses stretch their heads towards the light. The very first spring colors here. But some old grass urgently needs to be removed. The 3 vegetable beds that were prepared here last year are also very overgrown. There's a lot to do here too. Weeding, filling up the soil, fertilizing, mulching. Hopefully the 4 berry bushes that were planted last autumn survived the harsh winter well. I grew 2 currant cuttings by myself and purchased 2 bushes from the gardener. Let's see. This is only our second spring here in the little red house. The vegetable garden is therefore truly still in its infancy. Besides, we don't live here all the time. The garden planning must therefore be adjusted. Wishes and ideas sometimes seem to contradict reality. The plants mainly have to get along on their own and simply grow. That's why undemanding vegetables and more robust outdoor and wild varieties are on my garden plan here. I'm not aiming for a high yield. Rather, I try to improve the soil little by little and test out which types of plants and vegetables would do well with the climatic conditions here. You see radishes, carrots, kale, chard and spinach on my garden plan. These are the veggies intended for the 3 beds in the meadow. I had no success with zucchini and pumpkin last year. Maybe this time. Cocktail tomatoes and eggplants are supposed to grow in pots. Here I need a bit of luck. And I dream of herb beds, fruit trees, more berry bushes and lots of flowers. But for now, I bring the tiny wild tomato seeds into the prepared plant pots. It's Easter, a really frosty Easter. And, believe it or not, some snowflakes are falling right now. At Easter, we search for Easter nests. And that's Anni's job today. Let's go. Anni, schnüffel. Anni, such. It has been a full day for everybody, and it seems my crew chose the high ground as a listening post. If you're already nested in an historic environment, why not listen to somebody from that period who put so much thought into living the simple life, like American philosopher and outdoorsman Henry David Thoreau?
Sometimes I sat at my sunny doorway from sunrise till noon, wrapped in a reverie amidst the pines and hickories and sumacs, in undisturbed solitude and stillness, while the birds sing around or flitted noiseless through the house, until by the sun falling in at my west window, or the noise of some traveller's wagon on a distant highway, I was reminded of the lapse of time. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. Time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it. But while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains. I would drink deeper fish in the sky, whose bottom is pebbly with stars.
There comes a moment when it dawns on you that time has elapsed and your power reserve has run out, and you will take up and let go all at once. Just to reconnect to what lies behind and ahead, only to wish that these days will come back, our precious days, simply in Sweden.